talk to you about 3 technological tools that you're going to be using when you go up to the high school. A lot of them every day, and a lot of them you're going to be really glad that if you get started on working with them right now. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Morgan County High School website. All the 3 things that I'm going to talk about today, you can get to through this, so it's good to have it bookmarked or whatever you want to do. Alright, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about Galileo and just how it's different at the high school than it is here at the middle school. Especially in 10th grade, they focus a whole lot more on research of much broader topics than you're used to at the middle school. Something like, I know they do in their social studies classes, an issues paper. And if you're doing something like adoption as an issue and you plug that into just a regular search engine, you're going to come back with like hundreds of thousands of hits. 99% of them are going to be completely useless to you. So that is why the media specialists at the high school put up these 2 Galileo databases, SIRS Researcher and Literary Reference Center. These are the 2 that the 10th grade and the 9th grade teachers use the most. So let me just give you a quick look at SIRS Researcher to show you a little bit further about how looking for your particular topic is a lot easier using these Galileo things. There's the issues page. Chances are your issue that you're going to be researching is on there. And the information that you find by clicking on that is factual, it's been peer reviewed. You're going to get good information here and not have to wade through hundreds of thousands of hits. So that's pretty much all I want to talk about right there. Just moving right along. Get back to the website. Next thing I want to talk about is the high school media catalog Destiny and how it's different there as opposed to here. There you go. At the high school, unlike the middle school, you're responsible for paying fines on your overdue books. If you keep a book longer than 2 weeks, and that includes books that you checked out for class research projects, not just the books that you check out just for your own leisure reading. If you keep them longer than 2 weeks without renewing them, you're going to get a fine. If you have a fine on your record, they'll still let you check out books, but at the end of your high school career, if you're going towards graduation and you have fines or you have overdue books, you can't graduate. They will not let you walk. They will not pass on your transcripts to college. Nothing. So they take it very, very seriously. They also check out your textbooks to you for the whole year. You turn in your textbooks to the media specialist at the end of every single year. If you're missing one, again, they'll still let you use the library, but at the end of the 4 years, if you have textbooks missing that are under your name, you cannot graduate. So they just wanted to impart that upon you through me. What you can do to help, you don't have to go into the library every 2 weeks. Let's say you're doing a research paper and you have a book and you need it for a month and a half. That's fine, but what you can do is log in to Destiny with your name and student number, go in and click renew on your books. You can do that up to 5 times and keep the book up to 10 weeks. If you're going to keep the book longer than that, chances are you're probably not going to read it, so you should just bring it back. You can just bring it back in person if you really do need it longer than 10 weeks. Bring it back in person, the librarian will recheck it out to you. So that's what I wanted to talk about as far as that. The next thing I want to talk about is Google tools. I know that you've all been given Gmail addresses to act as your student email. At the high school, they use this for everything. If they're going to be voting for class officers, they send the form through the Gmail. If they're going to give school announcements for you to give to your parents, they're going to come through your Gmail. But that is not the only thing that you can do through Google. One thing that I utilize it for using my Gmail address is documents. Throughout my whole program, these are all my documents. I keep them all here because it makes my life so much easier. If I go anywhere with an internet connection, I can get to all of my schoolwork right there. I don't have to save it on a flash drive. I don't have to save it on a CD, which I'm probably, knowing me, I'm going to lose both of those things. So if I have them on here, they go wherever I go. What's also very useful about this is it works with any version. If you're working on something at home in Word 2007 and you come to school with it emailed to yourself and the school only has 2003, you're going to be pretty much out of luck. With this, that's not a problem. You upload it at home into this, it keeps the same formatting. You go to school, you go into your Gmail account, and you can print it out at school without having to worry about what version of what they have. You can also do PowerPoint presentations on here. I know when I was in high school we didn't have this, and the big issue whenever we were doing PowerPoint presentations in class was people who had presentations that didn't work, the sound didn't work, whatever. With this, it's not a problem because it works anywhere there is an internet connection. One other thing that you can do here that's really useful, let me see if I just open one line, is you can share documents with other people with Gmail accounts. Let's say you're doing a group project and your partner has the research information. If they don't show up to school one day, what are you going to do? If you keep all of your information on here and share it with each other, when you come to school the next day, you can just pull this up and you have the research too. One other thing that you can do with the share button is you can publish this as a website. Let's say you wrote something and you want to put it to like a portfolio page, or if you're doing a group project and you want to upload it to something else, you can get a web address for that document, which is a really useful thing, especially with the next thing I'm going to talk about, which is Google Sites. There we go. These are my websites that I've made using Google. It's really incredibly easy. They give you a free domain to use, and they even give you these templates. One really useful one that I've used is a project wiki. All of you are probably familiar with Wikipedia, which is a wiki. What a wiki is, it's something that if you're invited to, you can edit things. So with Wikipedia, that's why it's not a good resource, because anybody is invited to edit things on Wikipedia. The project wiki, let's say you're doing a group project again, and you share this with your classmates. If you can't meet with each other, it's not a problem because it's all right there. All right, so going back to searching with broad topics, I have a short video to show you guys. I know that it's silly. I know that he's got a weird accent, and I know that he's playing with dinosaurs. But it's got a lot of really good information that if you just pay attention, you could probably gain a lot on how, when you go to high school, if you're going to be searching for a really broad topic, how to narrow your results down to just what you want.
Are smarter than you look. A structured search uses or to link synonyms and to link key concepts. Well, with these results, I'll be finished in no time.
If you utilize those types of tools in your research process, you're going to come up with a lot better hits a lot quicker than you would otherwise.